All right, guys, it is Wednesday. So Wednesday's workout is going to start out with a strength of 3 sets, okay? We're gonna go 8 and 8 front rack split squats into 10 to 12 barbell hip thrusts, okay? So a little bit of legs today, kind of warming us up for the workout. So what that's gonna look like, the 8 and 8 front rack split squats is basically what you see or what you hear, right? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get into a front rack position with the barbell, obviously picking a weight that's doable, okay? We're not gonna pick anything so heavy that we're just gonna fall forward and crumple and not engage our core on. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean up our bar, boom, okay? We're gonna get into that nice good position. I'm gonna step back, okay? Keeping most of the weight on that front heel. And then I'm gonna go down, up, stand up all the way for a set of 8, okay? Then I'm gonna switch, same concept. I'm going straight down and up, okay? So, keeping in mind this is a down and up movement. That way it gets your quads, it gets your hamstrings, and it gets you a little bit of your glutes. So, that key is that front rack. If your elbows are not up, right, and they're here, you're gonna fall forward. We don't wanna lunge forward, we wanna go down and up, okay? So keeping that in mind, keep your core tight, keep those elbows nice and high, get a nice deep breath at the top, and then move on to the next, okay? So we're gonna do 8 and 8. Once we do that, we're gonna go into hip thrust. So I'm gonna get myself a bench, okay? Out here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my barbell. I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna put the bar on my hip, okay? From here, I'm gonna get down into this position. I'm gonna bring my butt to the floor, and then I'm gonna come up, bring my butt to the floor, and then come up. Bring my butt to the floor, and then come up, okay? So, you could also do without the bench. You could grab a box, okay? You could put your back on something just to get a little bit elevated. If you're not comfortable with doing that, we could also take a dumbbell, okay? And use that, okay? Doesn't necessarily have to be a barbell, but we're gonna try to keep it on the lighter side so you can kind of get the feeling of that barbell being on your hip, okay? So 3 sets, 8 and 8 split squat, front rack, right? And then we're gonna do 10 to 12 barbell hip thrusts, okay? Again, there's different variations of that, so ask the coach on that particular day, okay? Going into the workout, what we have is on a 12-minute running clock, okay? We're gonna do 5 rounds. 5 rounds of 10 burpees to a target that is at least 6 inches higher than your full extension, okay? So we're gonna find a bar. We might have to use that bar or that pull-up bar, okay? Or maybe the rings here, whatever we need to do, okay? So it's a burpee to target. That way it makes you jump into 20 wall balls, okay? Once you complete 5 rounds, the remainder of the time that you have left in the 12 minutes is gonna be spent with max calories on the bike, okay? So that is, again, 5 rounds, okay? On a 12-minute running clock of 10 burpees to a target, 20 wall balls, and then the remainder of the time we're gonna use a bike to get as many calories as possible, okay? So with the burpee, we wanna stay consistent. Again, we wanna pick about 6 inches, right? So for me, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna drop down, burpee, stand up, jump, okay? So that way it forces you to get off the ground, right? I might have been a little bit taller than I needed to just because I'm short, but you guys get the concept there, okay? So pick something, that way you have a tangible target to touch, okay? Going into the wall balls, right? So, going into the wall balls, what we want is this good underhand, close, basically rack, right? We don't want to be on the outside here pressing in. We want to be underneath, okay? Getting a nice good grip. I'm going to press it against my chest. One thing that I like to do sometimes when I get tired is put my chin on it while I squat down, right? It's 3 points of contact, right? It's my chin and then my 2 hands are on it. I could also put it against my chest, okay? But what I don't want to see is this. We see this sometimes, people get tired or they go like this. It's not a basketball, right? So don't do that. Try to work on getting a little bit stronger in this position, okay? We're gonna go nice full depth, boom, release. You can rest by putting your arms down and then catching, okay? But we got 20. So squat, boom, catch. Right? So nice and smooth. Try to get the ball up there. Try to catch. Be consistent. Try to get a breath in between letting the ball go when it's off your chest. All right. So for this, our goals are going to be rounds under around 2 minutes. Okay, I'm looking about 2 minutes round here. So if the wall balls are a factor, what I want you to think about is maybe breaking them up into sets of 2. Okay. But we should try to go unbroken on these. Okay. So try to think about getting to have at least 2 minutes at the end, okay, to get max calories. So if it's taking you way longer than 2 minutes, we need to adjust something, maybe cut down the burpees, or maybe go lighter on the wall ball, or cut the wall balls, right? But we want everybody to get at least 2 minutes to do calories. So stay consistent with the wall balls, if not, go unbroken, right? That way you create a little bit more time. And then just remember, 2 minutes on the bike, all right? So we'll see you then.